In this position, it looks like white is lost because black is threatening to go to c2 and take the pawn, then just move to b2 and promote. So here's the maneuver that you need to remember. You need to understand that the white king will have to go in a direction that basically ends up in c2, so that this will be a stalemate. You cannot go this way, for example, from this side. It's pointless. So the best move for white now, believe it or not, is king to h8. And now after king to f6, we have no access to g7, so white plays king to h7. Now king e5, king g6, king d4, king f5, king c3, king e4, king b2, king d3, and after the king takes, then king to c2. This is a draw. Black only has one move, which is king to a1, and now king to b3 attacks the pawn. So white is threatening to win the pawn, and after a2, king c2, stalemate. So same position, king f8, for example, just to prove the point, doesn't work. King f6, and now king e5. The kings are just gonna get going, but the king now cannot do the stalemate position because the king will take in a2, and after king goes to c3, only move, then king b1, it's too late to stop the pawn. In this incredible position, it looks like white is lost because the pawn in c2 is about to promote into a queen, and there's nothing you can do. You can't play c7 because the king is protecting, you can't go to b1 because you'll be taken. But this is a stalemate position. You can play rook to b5, and now you're threatening to win the game by making a fork to c5. Black promotes, then again check, and black is forced to take, but this is now a stalemate. In this position, the black queen is against a lonely pawn, and white is one step away from promotion, but black just checked the king. The good thing about this pawn, the c pawn and the f pawn, is that they are the bishop pawns. Basically, they create a stalemate pattern to remember. White will now play king to a8, and black cannot take the pawn because that would be stalemate. All of these squares will be attacked. Black checking wouldn't make any difference because king goes back and forth, queen f3, whatever, king just goes back and forth, and black pushing the king forward or something, you just promote. There's nothing. So that is at least either a stalemate or a perpetual.